Hello students, welcome to the class of Civics. Today I am going to do recapitulation of the chapter 4, Key Elements of a Democratic Government. So let's begin with our class. Maya Naidu, an 11-year-old South African girl, was helping her mother clear up her boxes. She found a scrapbook full of pictures and newspapers articles. There were many pictures of a young schoolboy of around 15 years of age, and when she asked her mother who the boy was, she was told that he was called Hector Peterson. He had been shot by the police. Maya was shocked to hear that. Why? She asked her mother. Then her mother replied and explained that South Africa was earlier governed by apartheid laws. So, students, what is apartheid? Apartheid means separation on the basis of race. And the South African people were divided into white, black, Indian and colored races. According to the apartheid law, these races were not allowed to mingle with each other or even to use common facilities. For over about 6 decades in later part of 20th century, the country was in the news for the act of politically sanctioned racial discrimination. Majority of the South African population was of blacks. The white who settled here pursued a policy of ruthless suppression towards the black majority. This separation was apparent to the point that everybody could see it. And after a decades of endless battle, the strategy of racial discrimination towards black arrived at an end in 1994 with Nelson Mandela being confirmed as the president. So, students, Nelson Mandela, the most well-known leader of the African National Congress, fought the apartheid system for several years. And finally, they succeeded, and in 1994, South Africa became a democratic country in which people of all races were considered equal. So next, let us move to the next topic, that is participation in democratic government. So, you have read that in a democracy, the government is elected by people. So, here, people elect their leaders through voting in elections. A government is elected for a period of for a fixed period. And in case of India, the government is elected for a period of 5 years. Elections are the way to ensure people's participation in formation of government. If people are satisfied with the performance with the present government, then the government gets re-elected to serve for another term. And if people are not satisfied with the performance, then a new government replaces the old government. And in this way, the power of the government gets limited. And these are also the reason why we should have a regular elections. Okay, so now let us see the other ways of participation in a democratic form of government. Apart from participating in the government formation, people also have many other means of participation in the democratic process. People participate by taking an interest in the working of the government and by criticizing it when required. People also express their views through staging mass protests like dharnas, rallies, strikes, signature campaigns, and also through participating in debates on the media. Another way for people to participate is by organizing themselves into social movements that seek to challenge the government and its functioning. Members of the minority community, Dalits, Adivasis, women, and others are often able to participate in this manner. Now let us move to the another topic, that is conflict. Students, as you know, conflicts are part and parcel of life. When different social groups do not go along well with each other, it results in conflict. And conflict leads to violence and death, fear and tension. Also, discrimination is also another cause of conflict. So, some possible causes of conflict are religion. Religious processions and celebrations can sometimes lead to conflicts. For example, people from one religion may insist on taking out procession through a locality which has majority population from another religion, and the route a procession takes may lead to conflict. And the another is rivers as a source of conflict. So, sharing of river water becomes a bone of contention between two or more states. River Kaveri is a good example. This river originates in Karnataka and ends in Tamil Nadu. Both the states seldom agree on settlements regarding the sharing of the river water. The water stored in Krishnasagar Dam in Karnataka is used for irrigating a number of districts and for meeting the needs of the city of Bengaluru. The water stored in Mettur Dam in Tamil Nadu is used for crops grown in the delta region of the state. A conflict arises because both dams are on the same river. The downstream dam in Tamil Nadu can only be filled up if water is released from the upstream one located in Karnataka. Therefore, both states can't get as much water as they need for people in their states, and this leads to conflicts. Now, let us see resolving conflict. In all the cases of conflict, government at various levels try to control the situation. The government also tries to find a solution which can be acceptable to all parties. Okay, now let us move to the another topic, that is equality and justice. Equality and justice are two unique sides of a similar coin and are inseparable. So, equality and justice are inseparable. Because of the age-old caste system, There has been a long history of inequality in India. Many people could not get opportunities to study and to take up certain occupations because of the caste system. Many people from the downtrodden section did not even get the basic human rights. They were not even allowed to offer prayers in a temple. They were not allowed to take water from public places. Dr. Ambedkar had pursued a long battle for getting rights to Dalits or untouchables. After independence, the government laid guidelines to remove inequality and injustice from the society. It is government's responsibility to treat every citizen equally. The government has to ensure that nobody suffers because of inequality. Students, the gender-based inequality is also another major social evil in our society. A male child is usually preferred over a girl child. In many families, girls are not given proper opportunities. To tackle these problems, girls are given free education in government schools. This is being done to encourage educations of the girl child. Also, there are special provisions like care for girl child. Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao are the steps that has been taken or being initiated by our government. So, students, this is all for today. Here I conclude. Thank you and have a nice day.